Did you know that people need stress in order to perform? In psychology, we have a concept called the Yerkes-Dodson curve. And essentially what this curve showcases to us is that there is an optimal point of stress that allows humans to perform at an optimal level. So you can imagine a bell curve, and a bell curve goes like this. So essentially you have performance right here, you have stress down here, and so performance peaks up here on the bell curve, right? And what that means is that if stress is too low, humans will perform poorly. And if stress is too high, humans will also perform poorly. And you might have noticed this already. So a lot of times when there's just not enough of a stressor, people become complacent. Like if there's not enough of kind of that inertia, that arousal level that is needed for people to actually do something. So this can look kind of like laziness, complacency, like there is a certain inertia to the human mind, and we do need that around us in order to create more things, in order to increase performance. So complacency and kind of that like laziness can look like not enough of that stress. Therefore, it will lead to poor performance. On the other hand, if you have too much stress, then you're going to see burnout. You're going to see people getting sick. You're going to see people calling in to work every day and saying that they need time off. You're just going to see disengagement. Like people will actually start disengaging because there's just too much stress. They can't handle it. They're overwhelmed. And so again, performance will suffer. And so there is a perfect kind of area in which humans perform at a really optimal level. But in order to create that, we need an optimal level of stress. The reason that this gets more complex, though, is that there's variability in the human population of how much stress we need in order to create this effect. So some individuals need more stress in order to create this performance effect. Not everyone is the same. There's bio-individuality. So what could be a massive stressor for one person could be a completely minor stressor for another person. With that said, there is an average in people. Like most people kind of cluster around the average. Again, we have the bell curve, right? So most of us need kind of the average amount of stress to perform well. So if you're seeing a lot of complacency on your team, or if you're seeing a lot of burnout, this is a really good indication that the stress level is not optimal.